Hello guys, this is a special video. I have not been posting because I was in travel to come and see my lovely parents. So before I left, I figured why not have the people who birthed me, supported me, guided me, and made me into such the, forward thinking person I am today, give a little bit of their points and their tips. And actually, I'm going to hear some of these things for the first time. We're going to be talking about how our cultural upbringing affected our healthy lifestyle, ways that you can still enjoy tasty, Caribbean, African, even American food, but maybe just different substitutes. So I'll let my parents introduce themselves, starting with my dad. Daddy, tell them who you are, a little bit about you. Let the people kind of get to know, where I come from.
Okay, thank you. I think this is very exciting. My name is Wilmot Weti Kuni, usually called the boy from Kabada. Kabada is a region in Liberia where I was born, but I was raised in the capital city of Monrovia, and we had an exciting life in Monrovia, but then we had to relocate to the United States because of conflict. So we are very, very excited to have our daughter in this direction, teaching healthy lifestyle. Frankly, in Liberia, the issue of lifestyle was never a problem because almost everything that we did in Liberia, the effort that you have to put in, it burns you a lot of calories. If you have to walk like 20 miles to get to school, you didn't need to go to a gym. Mm-hmm. And then even if you didn't have enough food to eat, by default, you were healthy. So, but then we came to the United States, and then, the short distances, even if you get on a bus, the bus tend to drop you to your house. There's a lot of food, all of these things. Then the pounds started adding up. I remember the first time I arrived in the United States, probably my first week, I got hooked onto the French fries. Those were things that don't really come easily in Africa. French fries and stuff like that. So that created a lot of problems, health problems. And so we've been on this journey for weight loss, for weight maintenance. I've been in the gym for almost 25 years since she was a child.
About my age, guys.
And it's off and on. Sometimes you do good, sometimes, you get off the chart. But I think the main thing is to maintain consistency. There is nothing that works best. Even if you exercise, I think my experience is that you have to reduce the portion in some. Don't mind me saying it, it's a challenge, but that's the key. You got to reduce the portion. Even if you cannot change, because for some of us it becomes discomforting if you leave what you used to and then try to go to another pattern of consumption that you're not used to. So if you're eating the rice, just watch the portion, small portion in between, and just little adjustment, and then maybe you can do your 30 minutes exercise at the gym, and then you're still healthy, and then life become more pleasurable and
fun
and beautiful and fine. You can interact with your daughter,
and then
right, and then so that's it for now.
All right,
Let me leave a few minutes for my wife, who usually talk more than me.
Thank you for that, Daddy. Now we're going to introduce my lovely mother, who is the actual professional out of the group. One of them, we both have, healthcare experience, but I will let her tell you a little bit about her background, and she will give you a little tips on nutrition.
Hi, everyone. It's a pleasure talking to you. My name is Agnes Tape Konin, but people who close to me call me Titi. Well, Lisa, you all know Lisa is everybody's Lisa. Bubbly Lisa, doing her own thing. But on a serious note, what are we talking? Healthcare? Or...
So basically, let them know what you do first, the background.
Oh, my background. I got multiple roles. I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm a career lady.
I like that one.
I once was an accountant, and I switched gear and I became a professional nurse. I do have my master's in nursing, and I've been working in this field for over 25 years. And I do care for people, to tell you this. I do care not only my kids, but my kids' friends, my family. I'm a family-oriented person. And that's what we do from where we come from. We look out for one another. Even, it's normally said here, it takes a community to bring up a child. So that's a good thing. But she's exploring life, doing things, saying things for herself, which is a good thing. That's why everyone loves Lisa about. And as you all know, it's no secret she's contesting in Miss Houston. And only is she contesting, but she's going to wear that crown.
We're bringing the crown.
We are confident of that, even though there are too many contestants in the race, but we are confident.
We respect them, but...
and this is all preparing her for life. Life itself, you just tell the kids the basic, and then they go about their own direction, and then you just guide them along and support whatever they have, So that's what Lisa has been doing, exploring life to the fullest. You see, for her birthday, she went to Dubai. Maybe she's going to be on the next jet to space. Who knows?
With Jeff Bezos.
So,
we received
looking forward to that.
So that's one of the things we admire about her. I have other kids. We have our oldest Dede, who's also a professional nurse, doing good, married, with 2 kids. And our son is also in the profession of IT, married with our son also. They are doing good, so we give God the glory for the upbringing of good kids, because in this country where peer pressure is one of the difficult things, we battle with that, but with God's grace and our children listening to the little advice we have to give, they are where they are, and we are very much grateful with this society we find ourselves. So,
Mommy, let me ask you, being in the nursing field, how important has people's health, like people who come in, especially since the pandemic and things like that, what percentage, if you would have to say, is related to like health and nutrition, and can it be prevented?
Talking about health and nutrition, they work hand in hand, and it's like you breathing in. It's very important, like you're taking out your in breath and out breath, because you need to be able to be healthy in order to do what you want to do. There's a saying that health is wealth. If you are healthy, you can do whatever you want to do. So this is why even me, I'm not big on exercise. I've been struggling with weight. Look, I've been struggling with weight, but hey.
We keep it real on this channel, y'all. Real on the channel.
Like my husband was saying, it's a lifelong journey. He said 25 years, some people have been doing it their whole life. But it's like you fall, you get up. You say you fall 7 times, you get up 8 times. You don't stay there. So it's a back and forth, but you have to be disciplined. We talk about motivation. But the key word I want to stress, you can be motivated, and sometimes you have no motivation. But if you are disciplined, you go with that. You make sure it's something you have to do. You have to get up in the morning and go to work. So we should use that same energy when it comes to our health. What we eat, what we put, what we wash, what we eat, and the time of the day we eat, the fluids we put into our body. Sometimes, like I work on a shift, 8-hour shift. Sometimes I will be working all day, and then when I look, it's like 5 hours gone. I said, oh, I didn't even get a water. So I have this reminder on my clock that every 3 hours, let me take a little 8-ounce water, or even 4 ounce. Start with a baby step, because everybody has, you can meet yourself at we want to do things that will be very attainable. You don't want to set a goal and then you be like, oh, that was too difficult to meet. So we take baby steps, whatever works for you. So if you are someone who's eating large portion, we're not talking about cut down this, cut down that, but first cut the portion. Then If you're managing the portion, then you will be able to go to the ingredients that is within the portion. So baby steps, because right now I'm used to eating like a big bowl of rice, maybe a big bowl of rice. So you're gonna tell me, say, no, don't eat that rice, it's too much calorie, it's too much this, it's too much that. Fine, try tell me, say, okay, since you're eating, take half of that what you are eating now. And then when we do that with few days, a week time, then we go to the next step. It's a gradual stuff, but we have to blend in exercise and diet. But as I said, baby steps, because everyone you meet them at their comfort level. So we do that, and then in no time it will become a habit, and then you'll be disciplined in doing that. Even when you have a date, you say, oh no, I have to do this, I have to do my exercise, I have to eat the right way. You will always make it part of your routine schedule. So this is why I encourage my friends, my church group, my brothers, my family, everyone. I talk to them about eating right, staying healthy, which is the key.
I think those were great points, Mommy. Thanks for sharing.
But one point I want to make, and Lisa, the cultural differences, especially people from Africa, you know, and this is from our African people, you know, psychology, or let's say mentality, matters in the whole weight loss thing. For example, we were raised in a culture where being big was acceptable. In fact, the bigger you are, the wealthier you were perceived to be. If you were, you know, smaller in size, it reflects the kind of hardship you were going through.
And sicker you are.
Yeah, and sicker you are, you know. So in Africa, being big with a big belly, you know, the big belly reflected a lot of money, wealth, and other things. So that was a mindset that we grew away in Africa, you know. And then in Africa too, some of the sensitivities that you find here, you know, now in Africa, you big. Somebody will say, look at that fat man coming. You know, oh, that woman fat. You know, those are things that we say, you know, up the
casually.
That give me nothing, you know. But then you come here, you know, you find these sensitivities. So then the question is, how do you transition, you know, to that, to the new reality that you are in? You're not supposed to call somebody fat. Fat is offensive, you know, and then big is wealth. You quickly realize that big is not wealth. You know, big is the lack of
not
health.
only wealth, but also health.
You see? But the key thing is, in as much as you have to do that transition, and the one that relate to you that I want to say is that certain things may be offensive to people, but at least, you know, the family got to be real.
Yes.
You know, you got to be real with family members, people that you're closer to.
Yes.
Now, I'm not out there telling people they fat, they big. No, I'm not doing that now. But when it came to you, when you were in that ship, I used to tell you, Lisa, you too big.
Y'all see? Exactly what I told y'all. And
you know, Lisa, you too fat. And
She used to be, she lost like 80 pounds over the years, so we get it.
So, basically what I'm trying to say,
extremely well with her health.
what I'm trying to say, we the family, we should have a little bit of allowance for criticism. You know, the father, you should have that ability to, when your children, you know, developing this kind of weight that is not healthy, to be able to tell them, look, baby, you too big.
And vice versa too.
And vice versa.
Yeah.
You know, the husband's supposed to tell you, no, you too big, oh, you getting big. And let me put it in my laboratory English. Yeah, I should be able to tell my wife, man, you put more weight with it. But, so we got to do away with some of these sensitivities. I'm talking about in the inner situation. I'm not saying go out there and be telling other people's wives and other people's children they fat or they big. But I'm saying for us in our household, that was never the rule, because we kept it real. So when Lisa, when you started putting on all this weight, I started thinking, wow, we're going to see this fat. You know, Lisa, you got to do something.
no, definitely.
I'm so excited that you develop the discipline, you develop the motivation for you to be where you are. And it's inspiring. It should be encouraging to other people. It ain't got nothing to do with finding relationship. I mean, it's health. Because anything you want to do in life, you gotta be healthy to do it.
Correct.
You gotta be healthy to do it. So, I mean, I hope that, we as parents, we are very, very much encouraged. We are inspired. I hope your story can inspire other people, and they can put themselves in a much more healthy condition. And the other thing you talk about, you got to find a motivation to continue.
Yes.
So my motivation, let me tell
That's
you.
what I was just going to say.
So my motivation, the reason why, I just came from the gym this morning. The reason why I keep going because you're my last daughter. I want to walk you down the aisle. I'm waiting for my grandchildren. So I want to dance. I want to dance. So that's my motivation. Please find your own motivation down for trying to be healthy. It's important. What motivates you is very much important.
Why, let me ask this question. Why growing up, we could never go to McDonald's, we could never eat ice cream? These, and guys, these are all things to this day. I'll eat a cake here and there, but growing up, me and my brother and my sister would drive past, oh, we want to go to McDonald's. My dad or my mom would say it's rice in the house. So it's now we don't have this addiction to sugar. We all pretty much were able to take care of ourselves. But from a parent aspect, why couldn't we just have that McDonald's or that candy?
For a short answer, some of it was due to budget constraints, which also led to good health. So,
two birds with one stone.
The culture piece, you can't miss it. The culture piece, you can't miss it. We came from a society where eating out was not the norm. Your meal is always at home. So then we already shut on budget. You want to be eating all the ice cream and all that kind of thing. The rice is at home. Palm butter is at home. Potato greens is at home. Those things, they are very nutritious than Burger King or McDonald's. So that was all part of the problem.
But on a serious note, they were able to go there once in a while.
Once you will be hiding behind all that doing it.
Once in a while,
Once it did consider a treat. So if you are somebody who you're starting to get into your healthy lifestyle journey, you're working, you're busy, just make the decision, I will only eat at a table. Right then and there in that decision, you will eliminate so many different distractions. If you make that decision, you only gonna eat at the table where you're sitting down and you're eating. You won't be stopping to Wawa, stopping here, stopping there, eating all day. You set that routine, you set it up, because like my dad always says, my parents have been married for 28 years. They have lived life so they can afford a couple of pounds. My younger viewers, my subscribers, we have so much life to live, and not because the food is so accessible should mean that the first thing you do in the morning, you do it in over excess, because as we can see, if you don't have your health, diabetes, high cholesterol, all of these things, if you look at the real root of it, it goes back to your diet and your nutrition. And I will say that I also want to ask, when did the cultural shift? Because I feel like back home, being bigger was a thing, but I feel like as more people started coming, it was like slim kind of started to be in. Do you think that was the influence of the American culture? Because growing up, then more people started kind of calling people out, cookouts and things like that.
No, I think you start making a transition as you get more information. Information is important. So for example, when you start getting more information on the impact of obesity, all of these things, then you start, you start to relate to what people are telling you. So then you yourself, you start making that shift. And again, it goes to the motivation thing. You got to be motivated to be healthy, to stay healthy. So some of the stuff we do back home is just complete lack of information. So as you get more educated, and that's the essence of information, that's the essence of education. You learn better, you learn new things, and then you got to apply those new things.
And talking about information, like we come here, we have doctor's appointments, you see your doctor, you go to your annual physical, your doctor will tell you this, and your health is at risk. You need to do X, Y, and Z. So those of us, we go to parties, we eat after 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning, we become cognizant of those things, and then we cut them down, and then we are aware of what we need to do now that we have our doctors telling us that you're going to be on this medicine because your blood pressure is too high, but if you do this, this, and this, it will help your diabetes, it will help your hypertension, it will help your arthritis. That awareness, what my husband was saying about the information, it gave the cultural shift and make us to be more healthy, more aware of our lifestyle.
And back in Africa, almost everything come by, there's something we call, we become compliance by default. We become, like I said, where food not that easily available, even the labor that you have to put in to get the food so the body is trained, calories burning. You got no chance to develop cholesterol.
Yeah.
Yes. You can, you need cholesterol. You need some cholesterol in Africa because it's rapidly disappearing. And then the thing is, we come here and then the people start telling us, the time I was in Africa, the people never diagnosed me with this because there was no need.
Exactly.
So it was, that's the different kind of hustle. But here, where most of the job we're doing, a sedentary job, you sit down, few of us in that highly labor-intensive environment. So then you got to really pay attention. But I got two friends in Africa, my Niger friends and my Ghanaian friends. We Liberian, we eat rice. Niger, the pandayam, Ghana, the dokun. All we gotta do, let's just reduce it a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit. That's all we need to do. That vegetable thing, it can't wait. It will not stay long. You will try, it will not stay long. You will gravitate to your local food. But
you can blend it. It works. You can blend it. You cut down.
Yeah,
every day.
You cut it. Let's just
discipline I talked about earlier.
Yeah, let's just cut it down a little bit.
Moderation.
Moderation
is the key.
Alrighty, guys. We would love to talk to you guys more. Maybe you'll get another video with the parents another time. But for today, we do have other things to do. But we just wanted to come on and just give you a little bit of our culture, of our background, some tips. Continue to stay strong. Continue to stay on your journey. Nobody does it by themselves. Everybody has a support system. Find your support system. Find your why. From Lisa, I want to say bye. Say bye, guys.
And my wife stood up. Let me stand up so you can see how fit I am.
Alrighty, guys. LK Lifestyle. Bye.